Oh, excuse me.
2-2 into the 7th end of our featured game here. The 3rd versus 6th from the round robin. That's Korea against the USA. And look at that, 2-2, 1s and 0s, forces all the way and blanks. It's just how cagey this game has been. Not too many opportunities for either team to build a score. Are we going to see something different in this end?
Can't touch it.
USA
really tight. Let it die. We're
starting things off.
They want to get this guard tight. They don't want to go in, because I think if they go in, Korea will probably play the hit, try and keep the hammer. Now it becomes him trying to battle. It's going to slide into the rings. Now a decision for Korea. Do you play percentage? Do you play the hit? Do you put the corner guard? They decide to put up the corner guard. I thought they might try and blanket, keep the hammer. But the longer and more ends you blank, the less, or the more pressure on every single shot. It
becomes even more tense, even more crucial.
Every mistake is magnified.
I think that's going to be the case anyway. I can feel this. It's building, and this is why we have all these ends. It's all about concentration, thinking, strategy, building up.
Also, don't run away anytime soon, Allison. You got a feeling this is could be something here. So.
It's good. One's good. 2.
Again, Korea wins. They get Sweden.
One's good.
USA wins. They will play Canada in the semifinal.
Yep. Gotta go.
The loser is finished. Will not play again.
Well, this really is it for both of these teams. One winner, one loser. There's no kind of net to catch you. And after all that effort in the round robin, it seems quite brutal, but everybody knows that.
Round robin means nothing now. Sudden death, the only thing it might get you is hammer to start a game, but that's about it.
USA, if they win, play Canada because they're the lower ranked seeded team. Just to make that clear, it's not automatically just the winner will play Canada. Depends on where you finished in the round robin. This is new for 2018.
So we want this top 8.
That's the first time they've added an extra team. Before it was 12 teams. Now 13.
Line's tight. 4. Line's good. Wait only. 8. Top 8. Line's good. 6, 7. Line's good. 6.
USA happy with the line here.
Come on. Hard. 7. That's good.
Another one in.
Well, let's head over to that Czech Republic-Russia playoff game, because look at all those stones. Oh my goodness, how many is that?
All but one. It's 14 stones in play, and a little surprised this many stones in there for Russia with a 3-0 lead. I thought they might try and keep it simple.
It's gone the other way.
Anything but. And a little miscue. Now it looks like there is a chance. Czech Republic draw right into the button. They can score 3 and tie this game up. Took a long look to see who his second shot. Obviously playing the draw, figure that they are 1-2.
They've definitely got one. I'm not sure about that second. They passed the guard. Is there enough on this though? There is. Past the second guard. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty.
Did it get far enough?
that's close. That's so close. That's probably, I think it is just. I think it is the red one just. Second stone. Czech fans in the crowd.
One for sure. Then we'll measure.
That's definitely
one for sure, and then we'll measure for the extra
definitely
one
need
or
of a
two.
measure. Yep.
Might be a three-way measure on that one.
Goodness me, dramatic stuff there. Back to
Finish it.
against USA. The other qualification playoff. Just getting this one into position.
Trying to guard it up. And that's a big measure over there. The difference between 3-1, 3-2, or 3-3. So
Czech Republic 3-0 down. Certainly do with two.
guard didn't quite cover it back to our feature game here. Korea USA leaves that one in the top of the 12-foot open. You could play this one, make the hit, and stick your shooter.
Left enough room to tap that out.
They don't remove it, they end up.
Well, you could tell by that cheer that it's a very good score for the Czech Republic. After that measure, smiles all round in their camp. It is three, and that levels things up in that game. Wow.
Did it? Yeah, don't worry about that time.
That measures a pretty big factor in the game. That goes the other way, and all of a sudden,
the swing was pretty positive in terms of the Czech Republic. Gosh. 2-2 here.
Line's good. Easy.
Guarding up, they have the one in the 4-foot. The two Koreans don't stay in play. Top 12.
It kind of sounded like she was calling.
Maybe a double peel. A double peel. USA will have to, I think, hit something because risky to leave those Korean counters in the house.
There's blocks behind them. Good for time. The green light's on. Yep. Here's those guards. And successfully avoids their own.
Yours didn't finish over quite enough, right? So, okay, just a 3.
So a 3 being a tight guard using the number system. Three numbers, 1, 2, and 3, defining the length of the guard. 1 being a high guard, 2 being a midway guard, and 3 being a tight guard.
Line's good. To it. Line's good. To it. Whoa, wait only. 3. To it. Whoa, line's good. Got room. 2 R's. Vicky, yep. 2 R's. Yep. Oh.
Well, just a missed line call. They could have got on that a little bit sooner.
I said to the top one.
Go around and hook it a bit. Instead, they casually are on that one and nose double to line 3.
Sorry. Yep. We didn't either.
It's very uncharacteristic of USA there. Really allow this Korean team an inch.
I'll make the double now, all of a sudden sitting 3 and potential for the first multiple score of the game.
Oh, it's only 1.
But those reds piling up.
Partially protected out on the right there. So you have to think carefully about their next move.
They still play that double, but, or you
I
hit
think
and roll.
also look what
It's pretty thin
Korea
to
are
get
going
to
to
here,
do
isn't it?
next.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just off nose, you catch the back one. The back 8. Just control. Okay.
Try and make the hit and roll off the top
Yeah,
one if
move
you're Team
nice.
USA.
Going for the hit and flop here.
Yeah, right in front of ours.
Okay.
See the time clock's in behind. Just under 16 minutes for 4 ends of thinking time. Just a couple minutes behind that of
Just right in
the
front of
Korean
ours.
side.
Control. 10-5?
Yeah. Okay. I threw a
Roll
normal
in
down
front of
this
their
path
own, but
before. Okay. Should be good.
be careful not to set up a double. I'd also rather see them roll a little bit further towards that other red stone that's in behind cover.
Always got to be thinking, what's your opponent going to do next? What are we going to leave for them?
10-7. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. 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 Watch the side one. Yeah, we're trying to just sit. Yep, in.
Well, wanting to just spin this, I think this is actually a pretty good.
9-9.
Not quite. Need to spin it a little more to count one of those 2 reds.
여기까지 잡을까?
Catch it a little bit thinner to make that roll.
There's not a bad effort though.
맞고 사이드 쪽으로.
너무 미리 잡아오면 많이 뻗는 것 같아.
근데 센터 라인은 좀 돌 것 같아. 경혜 센터 라인은 그래도 돌 것 같아. 아, 보고 봐줘. 네. 사이드는 좀.
Korea in a great position now in this end. That one mistake, Alex Carlson didn't know what to do with the line, throwing the guard.
Trying to keep it straight here.
Oh, but the jam on the back. And now, looks like even a double on those 2 reds, and this can swing back to Team USA's favor.
She
얼마인데
knows it.
웨이트는?
Out.
She's
I'm liking the
from
out
Korea
for the
here.
flatter.
Im Jung Kim. Just look at that. Just catches the other one.
Thinking not moving much? I don't think so. Not with.
Well, there was 2, possibly 3 set up if you make that hit without jamming.
I think we just gotta nudge that one.
Could have rolled long to the other, big to the other side. Some mistakes, half shots from both sides here in the 7th end.
Double. Tolerance is a hair thick. Roll. You're playing now.
They might have got away with this.
Well, Sinclair needs this one now.
Same ice for the intern too.
I was gonna say. I know. I was like, it's almost.
Said the comment, the tolerance is thick.
I think so.
Knows that it's a lot easier position now playing this one than throwing against 3 that she could have been. That'd be a little bit of smile on my face too.
No. Nothing. Roll it. Any roll. Any roll.
Well, they jump it over, roll it to the side. Not the double, but it is going to be good enough, I think, to force a draw for 1.
이게 근데 떨어져
Eventually
떨어져
going on.
있어서 근데 너무 얇게 맞으면 맞고.
Detailed view through the binoculars.
How much can they play to try and chip off that? Could try and play a tap, and if it overcurls, you at least will chip off that top yellow and roll. Is it worth a shot? They are going to make this play.
Crowd cheering them on. We want to see good
너무
shots
얇게
made.
맞으면은 뒤에 거 부딪히거든. 그래서 그냥 최대한 두껍게 맞고 그다음에 가야 돼. 5. 5?
A delicate shot, but no. It's a tough line call because you want to try and go for the 2, but you want to make sure that if you're thrown the right weight, that even if you over curl and chip that top one, you still get your 1.
You still, yeah, that's the key thing. Just needs to be pretty much spot on here.
Well, trying to curl, catch any of that, chip, roll off, and steal. That's the way you could not miss that shot.
She'll be very annoyed with that. What a break there for USA. Steal of 1. That changes the impression of the game. You'd expected Jim Kim to make that, or at least get 1 out of it, but it's 2-3 after 7.
It moved it pretty hard.
I wonder if there's an over. I mean, okay.
Yeah, it was close before.
What do we do now? What's going on?
What do we get? Do we have a technical timeout? I mean, we have 2 minutes anyways, but unless she gave us 2. I disagree with that.
You can call a technical timeout and talk to one of the officials.
He is our official.
Did you tell him?
Yeah.
Ask him if we can see an overhead or something. He didn't agree.
I don't agree that it was only 1. I didn't get a chance to look at it.
They moved it pretty good. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, they're gonna say it's only 1, obviously. So.
Either way, it was good.
Let's take another look.
Well, not really. For the one.
No, but I mean,
Push this one pretty good to the side. It's just 1 there.
I don't want to just take 2, but
You look there, it's just a single point. It looks
it would suck to just throw that one away.
looks pretty clear that it's just a single point. But USA wants to ask, they didn't get a chance to look at it. Talking to the official, and
Don't have video replay.
Diane Barker is going to come up
curling.
and talk about that one with them. They'll pull the chief umpire come down. The question is, it's going to be a steal of 1 for sure. Korea kicks him away. But look at those, the red and the yellow at the top right of your screen.
No, and they are within their rights to do this, USA. I think the issue was they didn't get the chance to look. They're not necessarily disputing that it was just 1. They never had the chance. It was removed too quickly.
It was close. It was worth looking at.
The yellow one does nudge the red out a bit.
I mean, I wouldn't take 2 without an overhead, but they have one somewhere. But I wouldn't also take 2 without a chance to look at it. On a score. No, they just kicked all around. That sucks. For everybody. Here we go. Yeah. It sucks because I was like, you're fine.
Well, it does look like the score was put up right, but you do have to wait and confirm with the other team before you kick them and move them out of the rings.
Because I was right there and it was close before.
It was close. Yeah, I mean, they were this much better, but they went into, like, they hit ours into it.
I mean,
and
I
it rolled
definitely
off.
don't want to put it in 2 without.
The umpire believes it was only 1, but
Okay.
you didn't get a chance to look
I
at
did not
it.
get a chance to look at it.
Okay, so are you thinking it was 2?
I
really
honestly don't
don't
know. It was close, and they ran our rock into their rock and
Okay.
bounced off. So I think that there was definitely enough action on the red that it could have been
May
2.
moved it. So when the stones came to rest, the one that they wanted to look at got moved out of the way. They thought that maybe it was a measure.
No.
No. For 2. The one you got 1 point, but they didn't get a chance to check and see whether it would be 2 or not, because one of your players moved the other stone out of the way before they had a chance to look at it. So I think I'm going to have to go with what the umpire believes was that it was just the 1. Are you okay with that or no? If you're not, then we'll have to.
What are my other options?
Yeah, you're the non-offending team.
이 장면을
So
했다고?
your option is to take the point. You have 3 options. You can
There have been
leave it
times
the
where
way it
things
is.
hit and I can't.
Or well,
근데
really in
좀-
this case,
It'd be nice to-
or take the point. It's difficult because it puts you in an awkward situation.
Yeah, it does.
A really awkward
We don't have like an
situation.
overhead video
Yeah,
or
no,
anything
we
of
don't
it.
have an overhead
Okay.
video, so But it is your call.
Right, but I would be the world's most hated person
know,
to
it's
just
really-
take two, having not
that's why
had a chance to look at
That's why I
it.
hate this rule.
Let me
Talk to your
confer.
team.
Well, I think that's pretty clear, but it's
They thought it was
we've had the advantage of having seen it,
Because
look,
of the
which
non-penny
USA
team, we have the option
haven't.
to take the two because we had no chance to look at it. But we'll be the most hated team in the world if we take two. But it's a pretty big points difference between 1 and 2 when we were tied.
Yeah. I still don't
So-
mind making them chase here. I mean,
I believe that
worst
I
decision.
believe that she was not trying to cheat.
I
And
don't
that
think so.
I think she looked at
We'll
it,
just
and
leave
I
the
think
one.
it was
Let's
one.
just take the one.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think that was
the
well
girls
said, Monica Walker there, that
definitely-
she
We'll leave
wasn't
it at
trying
the
to
one.
cheat.
before you just start kicking rocks.
She put that, and I think this is it ended up being the right call now that they're going to do is take the one.
So we go top forward. They're definitely going corner.
Yep.
But lengthy discussion there of what they do. It is just one.
Yeah.
I think the next time Korea will take a little longer before they kick the stones out of the rings. And it's just a good conversation there. It's a tough one. You put yourself in a real awkward spot.
Well, there's so much at stake, and there's a big swing between 1 and 2.
Exactly. Then we can force them in 9, and then we're coming home
But
tied with.
the nice thing about that, I believe they got the score right. The score, I looked pretty clear that it was 1 for Team USA, but
But put yourself in USA's position. They didn't see it, and they were quite within their rights to speak to the umpire about it. And we have the advantage of having seen that overhead, having seen the 2 stones in
Yes.
position.
and
They
despite
don't.
and there is no video replay because we do have that ability. Obviously, with the look at it, they don't have that one, and they haven't had a chance to look at it. It's the scenario, and now we play. And 8. What's the little controversy here? Just adds to the drama here in this qualifier game.
It really does. Let's hope it doesn't spoil the momentum.
But it was Monica Walker that made the comment that made the most sense in that whole conversation. And said, I don't think they were cheating. I think they took a look at it. It was pretty clear to them.
5 is good. Line's good.
And curling's like that.
It's good.
Sporting behaviour, the spirit of the game. Nobody would deliberately
Gotta go. Yep,
do something like that just to gain an advantage. So back to the action on the ice.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that passed the 2-minute timeout pretty quickly there. We look at the numbers of both leads.
기다려 일단.
Yeah, gone down a little bit.
아직 기다려도 돼.
Well, the pressure's just getting to the players now.
위로. 아 너무 위로는 말고 여기는 타이트하게. 선영이. 와야 되겠다. 선영이 와야 돼. 와야 돼. 너무 타이트하다.
Give you an update on the other playoff qualification game. Czech Republic against Russia. Remember that 3-3, that big 3 for the Czech Republic in the 6th end. We're in the 7th now.
Well, they're having an issue with their light on the handle of that stone, but I'll just have the official go out. Pretty important stone here on Czech Republic Russia. A chance at 2 for Russia, the 2016 European Championship team.
Gotta fight the center, guys. Line's good.
They have one nibbling on the outside edge. Russia. Get rid of this other red.
Nicely.
That is 2 for them. So they go into a 5-3 lead there after 7 ends.
Well, we have first stone in, the corner guard, the center line guard. Now, Young Mi has to freeze that one.
선영이 있죠. 선영이 와줘. 선영이 와.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
They'll go right around it.
Rethink there from Team Korea. Look at all those ones,
Still pretty good.
all the forces.
That one steal has the U.S. with their first lead of the game. Korea's given up a bunch of steals throughout the week, so that was something I thought might come in. Ended up being the one there. So they took the risk to try and go for a score of 2.
Add. Soft, gotta go. 6. Line's good. 6. Room.
Wait's nice.
6 is good. Room. 6,
Stay
7.
close.
No. Just
Stay
6.
close.
Room. 6. Alex, if you can. No bump. No bump. No bouncing.
Whoa.
No bump. No. Sit.
No bump, just
Good,
nestled
good.
beside it. Little bump.
Good job.
Yellowstone ahead of it.
네. 아니면 이것도 나쁘진 않아.
Look at the second numbers advantage. Team USA and Vicky Persinger.
오. 웨이트 넣어. 라인 넉넉히. 6. 강해. 6이니까 맞으려고.
Following a similar line to the previous stone.
일단 영미. 라인 영미. 영미 와.
Nice weight on this one too. Very nicely played by Sunny.
Sorry.
Freeze the top one, but there's still good angle.
Say nice for the
The
guard.
US used that
No, I
time
like
where they
it.
were
I like
talking
that
about
little
the
bit
score in the
more.
previous end. Do you draw in? Do you try and close the rings? How hard do you try and steal?
Should still run nice out here.
Close up that side because there's not a whole lot. Have to get to the button on the in-turn side.
Big
2.
pad.
Easy.
1.5. No. Pretty big on release.
2, 3.
No.
Where?
Just
Even.
2. A big on its own. No, it's curling plenty. Just 2. Let it die.
No, we're even.
Let it die. Let it die. Stay close. Little
pass
finish.
these.
It's okay.
Just pass these.
That's fine. Good. Sorry, I thought that was a 2 up there even. Whew. I was thinking that other guard was a 2. So I was like, oh, we're right there.
So another guard
It's a 3. I like how you threw that one. That was really nice.
forces the run back here. Well, just misses. The double peel goes right by and leaves everything still intact.
2. 2. It's still decent here.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's carried pretty good. Okay.
US likes it. They have no problem getting a force. Tie game with the hammer in 9.
Gyomi, well, few ahead of
Really tight,
Alex
tight.
Carlson, so Alex
Really tight. Tight. Oh.
some mixed shots early on.
Easy.
1. No, let it die over curling.
Definitely picking up as the game has gone onwards.
Nothing.
It's got to stop. What do you have on this one?
Replacing this
but it
guard.
She came out with
Just
the
got
bullet.
it. Yeah.
Well, over curls a little bit and is longer, so there's a chance to make a play in the house now with that one across the center.
애매하긴 애매한데 아예 완전 필로 얇게 해서 내려오면 잘하면 내려올 것 같긴 한데 좀
Korea
애매해.
Red, USA Yellowstones.
일단은 근데 없애는 게 나을 것 같아. 이거 해도 웨이트는 필 약하게 하면 안 먹힐 것 같다.
내 거랑 거의 붙어 있어. 거의
보이는
딱 붙어 있어.
좀 얇게 때리면 돼.
얼마?
3분의 1.
오케이.
Looking at the angles, hopefully maybe get a bit of a drag on this one to act as one, try and clip the other one.
기다려. 비네시. 오, 영미 와.
Well, and it taps that one up, actually leaves US lying 1 now. And US can go real hard, knowing their stones are in great position. Guarded up, getting some mistakes from this Korean
I
side.
think this will carry a little nicer out this time.
I don't mind a little tighter, and then I'll throw like a 1.
Maybe just a bit unsettled after that
Because that sucker just moved.
Should be nice speed
debate at the end of the
Yeah, I think
last
so.
stone in the previous end.
Korea did have a tough finish to the round robin. They did win their 1 or 2 games yesterday, but they got down early and got some mistakes from Russia coming back to win it. But then losing their last game to Scotland, you sort of maybe relax a little bit. They had nothing to play for in that last game yesterday.
Finish no matter what.
Kim Ka-young-ae actually took the night off, didn't play.
You gotta finish it over.
They still like to win, though. Don't like to
Otherwise,
lose.
dying. Okay.
Lost many games over the last few months.
That finished nice on its own. Sorry.
Well, they lost 4 games here this week. They lost 2 games altogether at the Olympic Winter Games.
여기.
Well, the run back here would definitely make things a lot easier for the Korean skip. Gave up a steal in the last end.
She could do with making this, get Korea back into this end, slipping away from them. One, yo.
Gets them all moving and moves them out of the forefoot a bit. Still shot stone for Team USA, but that much better. Moves them out, kills one. Lies second shot too in the back. Korea's given up 20 steals through round robin.
Try and cover the inside of that.
The US
So splitting center.
I threw this.
only given up 6.
Yeah.
That is quite a difference.
The US has scored 14 steals, not including the one here in this game in the last end.
What can we compare it to? I would say, honestly, I think it's similar to Josh.
Full 8.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we want to bring another one in, full 8 foot.
Nice is holding up really nice. It's
Yeah.
similar
Guard
to
the
practice.
inside of their stone side of the button,
Top 8.
but also outcount that stone back 8 foot.
Just try to get almost fully across it. Yes. Line's nice.
I think we're all there.
I think it's there. 7.
So onto the skip
Well done,
stones
just
then
5.
in this
Room.
playoff qualification game.
Do it. It's got a curl still. Room. Bump it.
3-2.
Seven,
USA,
yep,
if it's
yep, yep,
a USA
yep,
win,
Yep, tap
they
it back to
play
here. Yep,
Canada
yep, coming back.
next
Yep,
in the
yep,
semi-final.
Yep, go, 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 go. Hard,
Small tap,
hard,
small,
hard,
small,
hard.
small, small.
Good call.
Korea win in Sweden. The stones littered about
This is dead
all
straight.
over this top end of the sheet.
Oh, we got by the guard by 5 feet.
Yeah.
We got all 5 on
Well, how things have swung. Guard comes tight. A great run back. Kim Ka-young-ae. Good numbers for Jamie Sinclair. Kim Young-jung not bad, but 11% that of her opponent, including that big miss in 7.
If your skip's firing well, then what an advantage that gives you, obviously.
우리 거 살리는 게 더 중요한 것 같긴 해서.
히트를 먼저 보는 게 나을 것 같아.
그냥 히트롤 먼저 보고
Stones
더블을
USA.
닦아서. 근데 맞으면 더블은 될 것 같긴 해.
컨트롤이에요. 3. 언니, 잠깐만 다 와봐. 다 와봐.
다 오라고.
Just coming up to have another quick look.
이걸 1에 더블 해놓으면 야들 뭐 할까?
They're looking at playing off that top one, but thinking maybe
더블
they can bring
했는데
that back one
근데
in.
방향이 이쪽으로 맞으면
시골을.
얘가 이쪽으로 막
이렇게
내려버리면
맞아요.
별로지 않아. 얘는 얘대로 내려가고. 봐봐. 방향이 이렇게 맞고 서고 얘는 서고 얘가 맞고 이렇게 나가도 되는데 못 맞고 만약에 이렇게 서도 설 수도 있을 것 같긴 한데 각이 자체가.
이게 제일 잘 맞는 것 같은데.
아, 이거 할까?
그게 나을 것
이거
같아. 이거 좀
하면은
위험하긴 해.
밑으로 들어갈
그리고 내가
것 같아.
100% 이거 할 수 있다는 그것도 좀
오케이.
없고.
이게 더 쉬운 것 같아요.
Well, they go take another look at it. Problem is to try and make the double, it probably jams on that back one, but if you make the roll,
That's what I'm hoping is that
you've
she
got a couple
locks it.
stones to try and roll behind. It's this stone that's really trying to set up your score of 2 here in this 8th end. We've seen a multiple score, just ones on the scoreboard.
기다려. 조금 세워요. 기다려. 언니야. 빅. 언니야. 빅. 언니야. 가야 돼. 굿샷.
It is shot stone.
They don't get the roll they wanted. They were hoping for more of a roll. Now
It's just a hair low side. I like it. 10.5? Yeah. It's
Even if you
just
throw-
a hair low.
normal,
Yeah.
and you hit it on the nose, you're going to kill that one too, and sit there.
I think it'll move that little bit there. Yeah, I think that will be close. Okay.
I really like the nose hit. I think if you
10.5.
try and play it to not catch your back one, you're going to open up the scoring zone. Right now, you nose it.
You guys like a hair
Make it
low
tough.
with control or just the pick?
I like yeah, I like knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Just to keep our position on
Yeah.
top. Okay. Get some pressure.
Hair low side, guys.
Okay.
Control should move.
And when they say low side, that means crossing the face, the opposite side from the broom. Sometimes they'll use those terms, high and
Yep.
low. High being the broom side of the rock, low being the other side of the rock. So quiet hit weight, try and punch it through. She can stick her shooter right on the nose there in front. It's a real good position.
10-5. Yep. Hard. Yeah. Hard. Yeah.
Ooh, pass
Just
that
get by
guard.
the front.
Catches
get
that
away
one,
with that.
And it's gone. It's gone. The red is gone. What a super shot.
It's good, but it's not as good as it could have been if they stick there. They get fortunate. They don't leave that redstone there. They could have really made it a tough shot to score. Now, draw to the 4 foot. It is facing 4, but it's all open. There's nothing in front you have to navigate.
She's also got some backing. Priority was to get that red one out of shot position, though, so she did that.
They were fortunate to get by the guard. They were fortunate not to clip that yellow stone and stick it there.
So last stone, and again, it's for one. Just the one. And should be pretty straightforward from Kim Moon-jung, but
Well, nothing from the front end. Has some backing, and it looks like it's
Yeah.
curling to it now.
yep, no problem there for the Korean skip. But just the one for them, and again, no multiple score, no 2s, 3s. Forced to take one. Levels things up again. 3-3 after 8.
웨이트 얼만데?
06.
Yeah. All right. It's like.
3-3, 2 ends remaining. USA with the hammer, the Ford World Women's Hurling Championship. See the strategy now here from the Korean side. Try to put the guard out in front first. Obviously, US would love to get a blank. Probably see them draw to the wing.
푸시야.
And the chess game, the cat and mouse battle, back and forth.
Line's good. 5. 6. Fire's a goal.
So I want to take this one back of the 12-foot.
Leave it tight.
You got it, guys.
It's in.
Keep going.
Fire's a goal, guys.
Keep going. Keep going. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, she can't make us pound that 15 to there.
Look at the O1.
I had a 15.
기다려.
기다려야지.
둘.
네, 많이 센 것 같아. 기다려야 돼.
기다리면 돼. 에이튼 죽고 있어요. 둘.
라인이 근데 경이 조금만 가줘. 가야 돼. 좀만 가자. 가야 돼.
So, 2 centerline guards. They're really going to try and force USA. They want to try and have the hammer coming home.
Didn't get away with less, huh?
I think the same. Same.
Ninth end. There's one more to go after this. And it's all tied. 3-3.
It's definitely more. It's less.
Line's good. Top 8. Take a look. It's running. Please.
definitely
Whoa.
more.
We're 5.
Room.
Just 5.
Alex, if any. Alex, clean.
Not heavy.
Yep, Alex.
All the way.
This one to come around
Gotta go.
onto that
Gotta go.
centre line. Let's hop over to the other game. Czech Republic, Russia, 5-3 to Russia. They're in the 8th end.
Looked like there was a chance for multiple score for Czech Republic, but a little miss hit. First to Skip Stones, Kubeshkova. Now drawing, needs the full 4-footer button to get 1 against 2.
2 yellow Russian counters in there already. I think the line's pretty good, but is there enough on it? The sweepers are having to work very, very hard here. They cannot afford to go any more down. They cannot afford to.
And that'll be close, it looks like.
I think that might be a measure.
I think it's steal of 1. That stone
It'll still be well above
at about 10 o'clock, I think, is shot stone.
I would say 1 yellow.
1 show and measure.
Yes. So let's measure all these 3.
Yes. Oh no. 1.
Oh,
5.
too late.
Yeah, 1%.
Oh, yes, Brazil.
10.
I was pretty sure that was one.
Ja jsem
Yeah, so they'll measure for a second one.
9-5.
Whoa. It's pretty up.
Either way,
Gotta hit a lot.
not a good end from a
Yep.
Czech Republic point of view. Hits and rolls in towards her with the yellow.
Now USA line 3. Korea has to keep in mind, try and play for the force. They have the guards that are their saviors now, but worth going all out. 2 isn't the end of the world, but if you give up 3, 4, or more, likely the World Championship's over for them.
Just going to take 1 hit, 1 miss, and lose a multiple at this stage. Much more crucial.
푸시야.
A little tap. Still USA 1-2.
Yeah, little flop to
Reaction
miss our
from the
back
crowd,
one,
I'm
but
sure,
not
about
bad.
the other game.
so we can run
10
it.
and a half.
Later. I get way less.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Thank you.
Like even less. It's basically
Well, and it was a single point stolen measure. So it was the one only for Russia stolen. So they have a 3-point lead after 8 ends. The other qualifier game.
It's a great position for Russia.
Control.
And they
10-5.
will the hammer in the 10th.
Close. Lean. Get. Whoa. Get. Get.
Neither of those teams, Russia or Czech Republic, would know who they're playing until this one, our feature game, is over.
Nice.
As the U.S. makes the hit to lie 4.
10-7. Good weight. Just straight.
Korea being the top seed of these qualifier games. If they win, they get Sweden.
웨이트 그냥
If the U.S. wins, being the lowest seed, will play Canada if they win.
언니 내보내는 게 낫지 않을까? 지금 스코어이 너무 많아.
Freeze and taps now, I think, need to be played by Korea.
아니면 알이 얇아야 되는데 많이 얇아.
저거 이렇게 하면 되잖아.
뭐 이거? 이건 안 돼. 이게 우리 건데 지금. 여기 무조건 나한테 붙일 건더기를 만들어야 돼.
하나만 내보내는 걸로 해요.
이거 내보내고.
For me, look, Korea have lacked a bit of flair and creativity that we've seen in
나가는데.
on other occasions from them. They're just not quite with it.
They're not as sharp as we've seen them like they were to start the week. They've been on a little bit of a slide the last half of round robin because they started out 4-0.
We know what shots they're capable of. Absolutely. We've seen it in the last few months.
기다려야지. 안녕하세요.
Well, just building, trying to play those to give themselves a chance, something to freeze to, a little tap.
Just a little flop in.
It's okay if we lose that back one.
Yeah. Just board. I like a little more than board. I don't mind losing our back one
They
right
were
there.
12-4 and ran dead straight.
Yeah, there's the board. Okay, board.
I like board.
Okay.
Want to try and get a little bit
I
to
don't
the
mind a little
inside.
less.
We can hold it here.
Yeah. And I don't want to be
I mean, sweet.
super light either. Okay, board.
Easy
Little tight.
board. Close. Big.
Close.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa,
It's big. Whoa. 11. Yeah.
whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
We want to get the inside of this one.
All the way out.
Flip those back ones.
There's a lot of yellows there now. My goodness.
But there's some room for Korea to draw in. They can still have a chance. Where they roll, there's no real, it's a tough little tap for Team USA to get at it. This perfect freeze is made.
오픈. 셋.
빨간불.
Was that a hog line violation?
늦게 났나?
That could prove real costly. The red light's flashing, so the sweepers have to pull it. That's the stone.
Yeah, but I'd rather
Especially
be real tight
at this
than
stage
here.
in the game.
Okay.
Let's take another
So
look.
just top 12.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
certainly very close. So,
Well, that's the technology, and the
Yeah.
lights were theirs. So
yep,
What do we think for speed here?
I think it's pretty
major
good.
mistake from them.
Their draw times I've been getting are
Yeah.
well,
quick.
the USA can block off this
I'm thinking like a
outturn
15.
path.
Yep. Yep.
Might be a hit off the side one. Maybe make a double on the first for Kim Young-jung.
She might have cost her
I'm good.
team the game there.
3-4.
Line's good. Well then.
It's a hair
That being in the
tight.
second or
Line's
third
good.
end,
4-5.
different
Well then.
scenario.
Oh, line's good.
Korea actually lost a game on a final stone hog line
where?
violation.
5.
Oh, top 4.
5. Let it die. Line's good.
Well, let it
There's
die.
4 losses this week.
Line's Line's good.
USA get this into
Let it
position,
die.
block that pathway.
Good.
Don't want to be buried with this one though. Want to be open.
I think it's in a fine spot. I like it out.
그래서 아니면 아예 만약에 많이 얇으면 봐야 돼.
Makes the skips
근데 완전
stones
일단
even more
그냥 보는 거
crucial.
같아. 여기까지.
See what magic Annie has.
She needs her magic stone now.
너무 늦게 왔나?
Not a real comfortable feeling when you go down to throw your first and you're facing 6.
반 맞고 안으로. 펜돌.
3수로? 2반 3. 약간 사이드에서.
This one on the side. And it is an out. Don't make this. There might be an out-turn draw on her last. Still, there would be a shot for the U.S.
She needs cover, she needs protection.
비네.
Look, 86 on her 9 hits is not too bad.
기다려 영미.
I'll try and roll this one in. They just don't roll it far enough that there's nothing left. There's that little straight back for Team USA. Looks like it got just shot stone.
Pretty good effort from
Yeah, you can throw it nice
Kim
and
Jong.
close here.
Just
Otherwise,
rolled
you're 9.5.
just a fraction further.
Yeah. I like control.
Okay, control.
Just a fraction.
Trying to
Yeah, I
sweep
get
and get that curl at the end.
Right on nose.
Get it to the forefoot. But there's that angle, that yellow, red, straight back. It's right there.
Right on nose, guys.
Okay. 10-5.
Yep.
It's just on the nose here, it goes.
Yeah, I ran pretty darn straight.
Yep. Pair,
Make this and you're in
No,
a good
right on
spot
nose.
to score a big end. Multiple score.
It's really could virtually win them the game after this shot. One more to go for Korea, of course.
Had the hog line violation. Kim Ka-young-ae. Problem in playing this aggressive style is you need to make your shots, and Korea's just been a little bit off.
95% on her 10 hits, Jamie Sinclair. Gives you the confidence for sure.
Well, real close here. And kicks it over right to the top of the button.
Look at that, beautifully done. Hits and rolls into a super position.
Sorry, that was way tight on that one.
I know.
That ran dead, eh? Really
They've
dead.
got to be
Like,
happy
really
with that.
Splitting edge of the rock.
Look at this. Bang and boom and over it comes. Beautiful.
Just well played. Said she slid tight. They held it, and then it actually curled up just enough. Kicked that one over.
I'm enjoying that one.
Now,
Wow.
it's so important where they put that one top 12 foot on Alex Carlson's last of third stones. Now, this out-turn come around, even if she makes it for a second shot, going to have this tap back. And I don't think you can get shot because of where that one kicked to for Jamie Sinclair.
So it's all down to this stone whether Korea will continue really in this game. In the 70s for her draws.
She only gave up 1 4-ender and 3 3-enders throughout the week.
It's all really stemmed from that hog line violation by
Well,
Korea.
this one, time looks fast
Oh,
as
it's
it's going to
heavy.
slide
It's heavy.
by
It's heavy. It's going to be game over.
everything.
It's going to be game over. And that actually doesn't surprise me, the way it was going,
Right to that top
and the
line.
confidence
Yep, you can.
levels in this Korean team.
I don't think you need, or you can come this way. I like this way.
Well, this a chance to draw for 7.
Very uncharacteristic
Yeah.
miss by Kim Eun-jung. Korea really just running out of steam.
This would just be the third 7 scored at a World Women's Curling Championship.
And especially against a team,
Full 12.
silver medalist from the Olympic Games.
I can, yeah. It's the same ice I'm giving you, Mon.
It was Norway against Korea that scored 7 in 2002. Sweden and
Okay.
against Denmark in 1999, scoring
That's a bit heavy on that one.
a 7.
hair less.
This is a 3-3 game too, by the way. This would be more points in one end than the teams have scored altogether coming into it.
It's been a very strange game. What a great position for USA and Jamie Sinclair.
Mine's good.
Last stone of this 9th.
Easy.
They've already
Mine's good.
secured
See if you
6.
can. Come on, Anthony.
Can they make it 7?
This would put
Come on,
them
Anthony. Oh, we're good. We're
probably
good.
into a victory and move into the semi-final against Canada.
And she must be so excited.
And it is all
Beautifully
over.
done. Beautifully done.
What a well-played 9th end by Team USA.
Incredible stuff. Incredible number. It's a 10-3 win. It was 3-3 before that stone. It's 10-3. And they must be absolutely delighted, and rightly so. They played the game really, really well. And Korea, I didn't feel they were at the races today, and they were there for the taking. And USA certainly took them, and they go into that semi-final against Canada, and they will relish that opportunity. Well played, Team USA.
Well, Korea will go home, will not be on the podium here. USA and Jamie Sinclair, her first trip to a world championship. She's in a semi-final against Canada. They'll get a rematch from a game last night. They lost. Team